Western influence functions like a parasitic entity, an all-consuming force that drains the essence, stability, and identity of any culture it touches. Like a vampire recoiling under the sun, it withers under genuine progress, logic, and critical thought, thriving instead on self-inflicted wounds and internal strife. Its survival depends on perpetual conflict, ensuring that even those it assimilates are bound to its self-destructive cycle. Take Africans, for example. African Americans have been reduced to hollow echoes of a past they are forced to relive, generation after generation. Their cultural identity has been shaped not by nurturing future growth, but by reinforcing a victimhood mindset, ensuring that their existence remains defined by historical wounds rather than self-directed evolution. They have inherited the very pathology of the Western machine, a system that consumes itself while ensuring its infection spreads. The global landscape reflects this metastasizing condition. The monster the world now grapples with was born in the West, and it has fulfilled its function, propagating itself across billions like a regenerative, self-perpetuating organism. What was once progress has decayed into a relic, an extinct phenomenon buried beneath the weight of humanity's forward motion. Those alive today are victims of this creature's miasma. Day by day, week by week, year by year, the exhaustion seeps in. You once believed that with time, effort, and resolve, you could confront the monster of society and enact change. But the world, as recorded in books and institutions, is nothing more than an overlay, a filter imposed upon your perception. It implants a seed in you. Your enthusiasm is necessary, not for your own growth, but to mold you into a productive component of the machine. The more dreams and ambitions you accumulate, the more tightly you chain yourself to the system. Eventually, the only way you know how to live is through the framework it has given you, until you discard it entirely. By then, your internal drive is gone, your original purpose hollowed out. What remains is an autopilot existence, animated only by the pulse of the machine. This is what politics is. This is what division is. The factions, the ideologies, the endless struggle, these are just tumors of the same cancer, competing to implant their heart into you first. The moment they succeed, they dictate how you will live, perceive, and feel about existence. Those who fight in the streets, rally for causes, or burn with synthetic passion are not fighting for anything real. Their flame is inorganic, mass-produced, recycled, injected into a host body that no longer questions the nature of its own fire. What once united people now enslaves them. The obstacles you face are not organic, they are scripted theatrics, designed to sustain the illusion of struggle. Humans as a species do not live for anything. The path forward is a game dictated by those who rule this world, and you are merely pieces on their board. The game ends when one ideology drowns out all opposition, consuming the world under a singular rule. To exist within this system, you must choose. You cannot stay warm without fire, but the only fires that will keep you alive are the corrupt flames of political factions, each one a tumor looking for a host. Your identity, your personality, your very consciousness, nothing more than fertilizer, growing you into the perfect vessel for its infection. To reject this is to wither, to be cast out into the cold, dying inch by inch in the artificial conflict of modern society. But if you forge your own fire, it will be something primordial, unshaped, untainted, a raw force unclaimed by the system. However, the moment you assign it a purpose, the moment you set it against the cancerous flames of society, you will no longer be human. You will become a force of eradication, an entity born not from the system but against it. This is the failed domestication of the organism self-identifying as human. You will no longer be the product of what society seeks to breed, and for that, it will attempt to annihilate you.